Today we're going to be doing both trails on the Lake Runnymede Conservation Area. The first trail that we're going to do is the Red Trail, which is called the Lake Trail, and it's 0.62 miles. And then the second trail we'll be doing is their shorter trail, which is the Live Oak Trail, which is 0.23 miles. On the Red Trail there are some historic features, and I'll try to point those out all along the way. So without any hesitation, let's begin. As you can see, in the beginning of this lake trail, there's a lot of live oaks. A few of these trees look like they've been attacked by termites. Or it could be all the hurricanes that we've had. If you're getting annoyed by the crickets and all the other bugs out here making noise, I am too. But to tell you the truth, it's part of nature and they're probably doing their main calls. Well, it looks like they've quieted down a little bit. Looks like during the last hurricane that we had, this tree almost toppled over. There's a black racer snake, if you can see it right there. Come on, let's go around it. A lot of these trees are pretty old out here. I bet you they're almost, a few of them are almost 100 years old. Now that tree branch is funny looking. Now we're heading up into the open sun for a little bit before we get back underneath the shade of the trail. I guess that one tree branch on the very bottom couldn't make up its mind whether it wanted to go left or right. Now for all of you adults out there, this tree that we're recording right now kind of looks inappropriate for little kids. Now up ahead, the tree that's up ahead that it looks toppled over, I either think it happened during a lightning storm, it hit the tree, or it could have happened by one of the hurricanes that passed through here. When we get a little bit closer, you can see the actual damage to the tree. To me, it looks like it was hit by lightning. But to all of you, leave a comment and what does it look like to you? Lightning or a windstorm brought this part of this tree down? That was one of the historical features along this trail that we just saw. And the next historical feature is just a little bit further down the trail. There's a bird boat. I can't see it. Might be on the lake. Up ahead, the Boy Scout troop also did a few things over here at Lake Runnymede, like build the fire pit as you can see in front, and they built a little wood shack next to it so they can store firewood when they have their meetings out here. What do you know, they got some wood already waiting for them. They also built a little flagpole out here. And right in front of us is the second feature, which is historical here. And I think it's either a burial mound for the Indians or just a natural hill here in Florida. But I think it's a burial mound of the Seminole Indian tribe. Here's one of the picnic areas that you can sit and eat at while you're out here at the Lake Runnymede Preserve. There's another one on the other side of the hill, but we're just following the trail for today. Now, right in front of us is a big bush of soft palmetto. Over there, that tree looks to be a good 150 years old. Looks like the bottom branches are starting to give out on it. Now we're heading back to the wild area. Up ahead, that tree, I guess it decided to do a face plant that limb. So for all of you tall people who do not want to stay on the trail, you better duck. Yeah, but we're not gonna go that way. We're gonna go the way of the trail. I almost fell because I wasn't watching where I was going. There's tree roots that pop out of nowhere.
So watch your step.
Well, it looks like that oak tree didn't make it through the last hurricane. But if you look closely, you can still see it's still alive. Well, this is the end of the longer trail that Lake Runnymede
Has to offer.
Next, we'll be doing this smaller hiking trail that they have, which is not as long. Now we're going to start on the short loop, which is the Live Oak Trail. Now this trail actually gave me a little idea of a book series I'm thinking of coming out with help from my girlfriend. In one part of the series, there's going to be a group of boys camping in the middle of the woods, and I imagine the area in the book looking exactly like this. The book's name and the series name will be The Castle Murderer. With that tree in front of us, if that branch that goes over the trail was any lower, any people under 6 foot would have to duck. A few of these trees are very good at trying to get the sunlight. For example, this tree right here. It decided to go almost 90 degrees just to get sun. That one, on the other hand, that branch didn't make it. It decided to do a nosedive and burrow into the ground. And this one over here is just another plain and appropriate tree branch. It looks like it's humping the ground. Now these trees look old, so since they're in this conservation area, they can't be cut down. Unless, of course, if they're dead, then they will be cut down. And if you're wondering why you keep hearing airplanes go overhead, there is an airport about 15 to 25 miles away from here. And the flight pattern that they have the planes in today goes right over this conservation area. I think what they're going to be trying to do a little bit later on is try to connect this trail with the other trail via right here, but I'm not sure. But if they did, that would be pretty neat. Well, we're getting close to the end of the trail and the end of the Lake Runnymede hiking trails. So I hope you like what you saw. If you did, please hit that like button. If you didn't, tell me in the comments. And I hope to see you on the next trail soon.